Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a video comparing NordVPN and private internet access. Now, private internet access has seen actually a pretty big tick in traffic lately due to Linus Tech Tips agreeing to become a sponsor for them again. And actually, this is one of the biggest ways they actually were well known back in the day. Now, if you guys want to support this honest objective comparison, consider clicking my link for Nord and private internet access in the link in the description down below. Both should get you the best available ongoing discount right now, and I am an affiliate for both of these VPNs. There isn't really any bias at all. You click on either link for any VPN, I will win no matter what. And let's get on to the objective comparison. Now, I already made a video discussing Linus Tech Tips sponsorship with private internet access, and if you're wondering about that and my opinions on it, check out this video. But basically, my experience with private internet access over the years has kind of followed this kind of graph here. I would say back in the day, it used to be pretty good, but since then it's kind of been having a slow kind of decline in popularity, except for, of course, this mark here where Linus Tech Tips, right behind my head, decided to take them as a sponsor again. But when I was looking at my rankings, private internet access is still a pretty good VPN, according, at least compared to a lot of VPNs. It nails a lot of good things, which we will discuss in this video. But I did kind of want to discuss why it's not ranked as high as some other VPNs, something like NordVPN, for example. And when I took a look at my tier list, I was kind of surprised. I haven't reviewed it maybe for a year or so, and I was kind of surprised to see some of the things that I noticed about it in my last review. Namely, some pretty important things were missing, such as Wireguard implementation. And I do remember, since I have a pretty good memory for these kind of things, that it wasn't working in my last test. So I decided to purchase it again, and I kind of ran into some issues. One of the issues is that I have a PayPal link to an email I don't use anymore. I used the wrong PayPal basically with the wrong email, and then since private internet access uses kind of an outdated account creation system where you don't create an account or a password, it just sends that to your email, whichever is associated with your PayPal. Basically meant I was out of $12, so I had to buy it again, spending $12 more, or $24 just to test one thing. But I was hoping to see if Wireguard was fixed, and unfortunately I couldn't get it to work. OpenVPN works fine, and the application actually defaults to OpenVPN, perhaps because Wireguard doesn't work, or maybe it's something on my end. However, I reinstalled the WinTon adapter through the client, and that did not solve my issue. So as of right now, private internet access is one of the few VPNs that, for me, does not work with Wireguard. This is a huge disadvantage in terms of speed, especially since it's a lot faster than OpenVPN protocols nowadays, and I've seen that reflected in my speed test in the past. But outside of just speed, NordVPN also has a bigger server network of around 111 different locations available, with many virtual and owned servers that they do provide. What are some other differences though between Nord and VPN? Nord is my currently top rated VPN, which is why it's the subject of comparison. So guys, I would say here are some core differences. I'm going to go for a pro for Nord and a pro for private internet access that Nord does not have. Additionally, a con for private internet access that maybe Nord doesn't have. So guys, in terms of the differences between buying private internet access and NordVPN, there are core differences, especially in the different package offerings they do provide. I would say one advantage for private internet access is it's slightly cheaper, maybe $1 per month, and maybe long-term slightly cheaper as well. I'll put the different pricing comparisons on the screen right now. Outside of that, Nord has slightly different bundled offerings. They offer a cloud storage service that they provide, as well as password manager that you can buy with a little bit more expensive bundles. Private internet access has a couple other little things like this. However, they also have some antivirus bundled in too. So it kind of depends on which bundle you find more interesting. Personally, for me, I find Nord's a little bit more interesting because it feels a little bit more fully fleshed out. Especially NordPass is a pretty good password manager with an excellent UI. At least I found so in my last review of it. But that said, private internet access does have a Linux GUI. If you're interested in using that, it's always, even before the company that owns it now, it did have a Linux GUI a while ago. So yeah, pretty good. That said, NordVPN does have a CLI for Linux and is open source, which is a nice touch. I would say outside of the application for Linux though, NordVPN does have much better applications, especially on my computer, it actually works with WireGuard. It has cool things like mesh networking. The application is very easy to use, sets up slightly better in my opinion, and tests, and overall the account creation system is also better for Nord. I'd say one advantage for private internet access is it does support port forwarding, which is nice to optimize torrent speeds. That said, although that is an advantage, Nord does have better speeds, a bigger server network, and it actually works with WireGuard in my tests, so it kind of isn't really that much of an advantage to optimize speeds if Nord is just the faster VPN provider. I would say at the end of the day, NordVPN is owned by its original owners, Tom Oakman and some kind of Testnet founders. It has always been and probably will be owned by these people for the interim. Private internet access has changed hands a couple different times, I do believe. Maybe like 1 or 2 times. It's kind of confusing, honestly. They have been involved in some controversies, hiring controversial people, having controversial people on their board and stuff like that. Definitely a company that is a little, I don't know, the management I'm not quite too sure about. Additionally, some of the former people involved in private internet access had created WeVPN. This channel really liked WeVPN, and out at the end of WeVPN, probably one of the biggest disappointments I've ever seen with my community and just me as a whole into that product and what happened to it. So the people that worked at WeVPN, not necessarily giving the former people who worked at private internet access a good luck. Although that said, I don't think any of the same people are working there anymore. But that said, I do find NordVPN to be slightly better managed and a more reputable company with the people that work there. Additionally, private internet access has also had some concerning layoffs in the last year, especially with their engineering department, and that doesn't give me confidence that much with fixing some of these issues like I mentioned with WireGuard. But I've had some comments say that WireGuard works fine for them, so it could be something on my personal machine, but still I don't have that issue with NordVPN, so there you go. Anyways guys, those are some of the pros and cons of NordVPN. Both are decent products at the end of the day, especially if you use OpenVPN. You shouldn't have too many issues with private internet access. However, I did want to explain why NordVPN is ranked higher and is the better VPN choice, just from the data and my ranking system, as you could see here on this website, free available for anyone. I'll put a link for Nord and private internet access below. Both should get you the best deals on both of these products. I'm an affiliate for both of these VPNs, so there's no bias really at all there, and I'll see you in the next video very soon. Now, if you guys want to support this honest objective comparison, consider clicking my link for Nord and private internet access in the link in the description down below. Both should get you the best available ongoing discount right now, and I am an affiliate for both of these VPNs. There isn't really any bias at all. You click on either link for any VPN, I will win no matter what. And let's get on to the objective comparison.